Hey everyone, we from weeconomics here, and today I'd like to talk about how to pick the right kinds of investments for yourself. And instead of just talking about the types of investments out there and which one you should choose, I think that in order to find out which kinds of investments are for you, you gotta first figure out what kind of investor you are, right? And that basically comes down to 3 questions. Number 1, what is your experience level? And number 2, what is your time horizon? And number 3, what is your risk appetite? The first question about what your experience level is, if you are just starting up in your investing journey, just learning about investments and interest and savings, personal finance, all that stuff, then I would suggest you to go for something that is a little bit less risky and more stable, right? Like fixed deposits, try to utilize high yield savings accounts, maybe mutual funds, unit trusts, and all that stuff, right? But if you have already invested for a little while and you know what you are doing, then maybe you can try something a little bit more advanced, like stocks and maybe commodities like gold and silver. And if you think you are really experienced and you think that you are really ready, or stocks and commodities just don't give you that same excitement anymore, then only should you venture into something more risky like futures, options, forex, and cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and so on. Then the second point is your time horizon. We know that the great investor Warren Buffett always talks about long-term investing. That's fine for most people, but there are also some people who just want to get rich quick, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to use different tools, right? If you're looking for some very, very quick short-term gains, then perhaps the riskier investments such as forex and cryptocurrencies will be able to give you that. Okay, and if you're looking for something a bit more mid-term, right, something that you can hold for maybe a few days, a few weeks, a few months, then you can go for like stocks and options, right? But personally, I am a very, very long-term investor, so I have a very buy and forget mentality. So personally, I would just stick to stocks that I really believe in and think that there is long-term potential, and maybe even some more stable commodities like gold and silver, right? Even the mutual funds and unit trusts, if you go for the ones that are seemingly higher risk, they would still perform relatively well if you are able to hold it for the long term. And as for the last one, your risk appetite, well, this one is basically based on your personal preferences. Okay, personally, I am not a person that loves to take a lot of risks, but from time to time I still like to have a little bit of excitement in my life. So depending on how well you want to sleep at night, if you want to sleep really, really well at night and not really care about things at all, then perhaps go for something that has lesser risk, right? Like fixed deposits and government bonds. If you still want to have a peace of mind but still like a little bit of excitement like me, then perhaps stocks would be your best choice. And if you want to go big or go home, well, basically the whole world is your playground, right? You can play anything. There are literally tons of options out there, especially in the current market, right, where everything is just super volatile. And if you like that kind of excitement, then go for it, right? Forex, cryptocurrency, even certain stocks that just fly up and down here and there, right? AMC, diamond hands to the moon, right? So your experience level, your time horizon, and your risk appetite. Once you are able to answer these 3 questions, then you are definitely ready to take a next step, which is to actually invest. You will understand yourself better and know which things are more suitable for you. But again, like what they say, never try, never know. So there are a lot of options these days for you to invest in things with very little capital, right? You can buy Bitcoin with just 100 ringgit. You can invest in stocks with just 100 ringgit, right? So plenty of options out there. If you want to know more about them, definitely just leave a comment or just send me a message on Instagram, right? So yeah, that's it for today's video, and if you learned something or if you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and also follow me and send me any message that you want on Instagram at weeconomics. So I'm Wee from weeconomics, and until the next video, peace.